Happy Love Day, fam. How are y'all doing on this Valentine's Day? I wasn't going to do a video today, honestly, because, I was kind of feeling down. Hey, my husband just went back on the road, and now we're not together for Valentine's Day. But I had to remember, I'm not alone. I have the Father above with me, and he loves me each and every day. And I want to let you know that he loves you as well each and every day. And at the place that I am in my life right now, this video that I'm about to share with you guys that this guy did, it actually reached me, and I needed to hear it. And so maybe you might need to hear it also to get a better understanding that you are not alone, that you are loved, even when you feel like you are not loved, even when you feel like you are alone. God is with you each and every day. God is working things in me right now and making me a new person indeed. And there are things that I'm having to die unto myself, unto the flesh, that God is working on me with. Getting away from all of the gossip, getting away from a lot of judgment on a lot of people. Mind you, the Bible does say we do need to judge people by their fruits, okay? But how I was doing it was not correct. And God is working on me in that. He's saying, hey, why are you worrying about the speck in their eye when you got that big old thing in yours? So, yeah, those are things that I'm working on. And God, I'm going to let him use me each and every day. So if you feel like this channel is going to be changing a little bit, it probably is, because I'm allowing him to use me and be a vessel and not just bring news and not provide a source of peace. Because like the guy is saying, I am actually in that place, peace and pressure. I'm in between those things, and the pressure that you feel when God is pressing those things out of you, it is so uncomfortable. But you have to be uncomfortable to grow. If you are comfortable in the space that you're in, you're not learning, you're not growing, and you're not going to be able to do God's work. So check this video out, you guys, and let me know what you think. Hopefully it touches you. Hopefully you needed to hear this. And if you needed to hear it, maybe somebody else does as well. So share it out with them. And y'all, happy Valentine's Day to you. You are not alone.
This is why the Bible is so amazing. When you get to the point where you actually understand what's going on, there's no way you could ever read it the same again. Now, we can both agree that I don't know what you're going through in life. I haven't talked to you today, but after watching this video, don't be surprised if you find yourself saying, this showed up at the perfect time. So we all know about Jesus being crucified. He was in the garden praying, Judas found him, betrayed him with a kiss, all that stuff, right? Now, I'm not saying that's incorrect, but if you start there, it is incomplete, because there was something that happened before the betrayal that you will probably never hear in church. And it's not because they didn't want you to know, it's likely because they didn't realize it was there. So in John chapter 18, right before Jesus is arrested, he's seen throughout scripture doing some traveling. He had been in Jerusalem, and now he was headed to the Garden of Gethsemane to pray. Now at first glance, this may not seem like a big deal, but let me show you why it is. Where did we say Jesus was coming from? Jerusalem. That's right. And where was he headed? To the Garden of Gethsemane. Correct. And what was he going there to do? He was going to pray. Okay, now don't miss this, because these two places seem pointless until you realize they both serve a greater purpose. But in order for you to understand what that purpose is, you have to first understand what these words mean. So the first word is Jerusalem, and it means the city of peace, okay? Now remember that. And the next word, Gethsemane, means oil press. Now I know what some of y'all are thinking. So he was leaving the city of peace to go to an oil press? Well, kinda, but there's something that happens in between. In order for you to get from Jerusalem to the Garden of Gethsemane, you had to go through the Kidron Valley. Now see, that may not be seen as a striking statement until you discover what it means. The Kidron Valley was also known as the Valley of Decisions. It was the place you found yourself in when you kept going back and forth. Now I'm about to say something and only 3 of y'all gonna catch it, but it's where you are when you in between peace and pressure. Now watch this, because I'm in the book. It's where you find yourself when you realize, if I'm gonna do what God has actually called me to do, this version of me is gonna have to die. Now see, that's a message in itself, but I promised myself I wouldn't bother that today. But here's what I want you to see. If Jesus' journey required him to leave what was comfortable in order to get to his calling, what makes you think you exempt? Now I'm gonna say this and I'm done. You got too much potential for you to still be where you currently at. At one point it was okay for you to be here, but now you know too much to not be doing better than what you're doing. And you know exactly what area of life I'm talking about too. Now I'm not saying the journey is gonna be easy, but if there's anything that Jesus just taught us, it's this. When your journey requires you to go through a valley, make sure you find yourself going into prayer.
So don't allow the things that are getting you down, weigh you down to the point where you are stuck. Allow God to use those things for your good, because that's what he does. He is a great God, an amazing God, and to God I give the glory. Because each and every day that I get up, and each and every day, even when I fail at things that I'm trying to do, I have to ask myself, did I place God in it? Did I pray before I did any of those things? And that includes being a content creator. Did I put God first? Where's God in your message? Where is he? So for me, that was an easy fix, because once I got born again, and I say born again, I was baptized in the water, okay? I died unto the flesh. Going in that water, I came up new. And in coming up new, you can't do old things when you come up new. There's no going back. There's no denying it. So stop denying it. Have faith, trust God, and give God the glory. And again, it's not going to be an easy fix, because we are human. We are in our ways, and we were living one way our whole entire life. You can't just up and change. Now, mind you, God does have the power to change people instantly if I knew how to snap. But that's not always the route that is taken. Sometimes we have to go through those valleys, the low moments. But in those low moments, take that time to pray. Take that time for prayer, because that's where your understanding will come from.